stuff along the way, but you know what? Hey, I'll leave some stuff for later anyway, because, you know, it is fun. For first episode, we did what we did. Okay, before we go, we would like to wish everybody happy holiday. This is the last day of Hanukkah, so for all my Jewish people out there, happy Hanukkah.
And some people really want to know, why is Dale Smith talking more than Randy?
Well,
I gave him permission.
well, when we talked about this, we were going to do this, but we will be talking later on. You know, we'll both get up, put a few cents in, obviously. And Mr. Jones did speak throughout this, so we can't say he was silent for all of this. And of course, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and like Mr. Jones would agree with me, this year has totally sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's nothing good to say about it. The only thing good to say about it is it's almost over. Okay, so if you are a fan of John Oliver, I would say check this season's last episode called Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, when he literally blows up 2020. It was the best thing I've seen on television this year. So definitely check it out. So it's whatever season this is of John Oliver, season 6, whatever. You should definitely check it out. You go to YouTube and you can check it out, or go to HBO, I guess. And of course, that's one of my favorite shows too. Obviously, Bill Maher, John Oliver. If you're a Borat fan, you can watch this new one, Borat subsequent show.
2020 is a year to remember,
it's a year to remember.
Nothing yet.
It's a year to remember, but you want to forget it.
It's gonna get different.
As far as 2021 is concerned, nobody knows.
I never been in a year where they didn't have the Thanksgiving parade or love. They didn't have the Christmas tree.
Yes. Yeah.
They got the Christmas tree.
Again, this is a year of everything basically going viral. Zoom replaced. What the hell did Zoom replace? I forget what the hell whatever. Yeah. People zoomed. People TikToked.
I'm sorry to say, Netflix replaced AMC and all the other movie theaters. I'm sorry.
Well, listen. I mean, if it wasn't for streaming services, people would have jumped out of windows during all of this time. Because again, a lot of people, you know, luckily for me, I've been working throughout all of this, so it doesn't really hurt me as much. But for the people that are not working, because unfortunately, if you do live in New York City, and you do live or work in Manhattan, you know what I'm talking about, all these businesses, because of, well, I didn't want to get political, but here we go, people. Because of the two idiots that are running this city, the hypocritical governor and Delia. Yes, people, Delia. Why am I saying Delia? Because basically throughout all of this stuff, and of course, all this stuff that happened in the summertime, I'm not going to bother to bring it up, but we all know about the funding stuff that Delia said, oh yeah, we're going to take the $1 billion off of the NYPD, which ended up being $400,000. Because at the end of the day, he's just full of shit. And that's one thing I am looking forward to 2021, because when that happens, the two idiots will be out of office. Yay! And the reason why I call Cuomo a hypocrite is because the first 3 months, the man did not wear a mask, did not wear a glove. But again, I'm not going to get into the glove thing or the mask thing, because not talking about that. Okay? People know me the way I feel about that, but again, I'm not going to get into that. We're not going to talk, again, this is a 2020 thing, and we don't want to talk. We don't want to go down that road, so we're not going to talk about that. We're just about the happy thing. So again, 2020, 2021, we don't know. But again, like I said, the people that are not working right now, either because their company's closed, or
I want to say something. First of all,
okay, go ahead.
Here, first of all, we gotta get on with what we want to do. To all the fans, including ourselves, and the relatives, and the family members of a lot of great people that had left this year. Kobe Bryant,
yes.
Tommy Debo from Friday,
Yes.
Tiny, which
Yes.
is really surprising. Other great people, the young lady from Bats, the sister from Bats.
The guy that played Zeus passed away too.
Yeah, that's the same guy who played Debo.
Oh, I did. Okay,
Yeah, Zeus and
didn't know
Debo.
that. Okay,
The same,
there you go.
Yeah, Zeus. And he was a wrestler.
Yes, he
He was a
was.
wrestler
Well,
before.
that people know him as
Yeah.
Zeus.
And-
There you go.
And I gotta say this, because my spiritual relation, he's also a man of God. So the way I look at it, he went home to be with him. He went
Yes,
home there.
we
A lot of greats have.
we lost a
people.
lot of people. Some due to because of what's going on, and some it was just time. I
Yeah.
guess.
And also, I want to say this. Now, here's the thing. I got to get deep into this, right? Here's the
Okay, people. Mr. Jones is gonna get deep.
No, I'm not. Well, not deep right there. But I want to say something.
Go for it.
Here it is that we're living in a time with coronavirus, and we're living in a time, we're wearing masks, and people is working from home. But I want to say this to a lot of people. Don't you know you're actually getting what you've been asking for years when you're working behind a desk, when you're doing security, when you're working jobs, when you have to work around people, you kept saying, you know what, I'm sick and tired of this. I want to work, I want my own business, I want this, I want that, I want to work, be here, I want to work another job, I want to do something, I want to have my own business. Now you got the time to do all of that, okay? You don't have to go into a desk now. You're doing it remotely from home. So now you got time to open up your business. Now you got time to do things. Now, guess what? That's not another thing. You ain't got to worry about paying tolls and paying gas somewhere, driving to work every day, or New York City, driving trains and taking the buses.
Correct.
Now you can save money. Now that extra money that you normally would pay for a car fare and everything, the extra money you normally pay for transportation, you can put that money down on a house. You can put that money down on your children's education. You can put that money down on continuing going to school. You can put that money down on some bills you gotta owe. Look at it on the bright side, okay? To every bad situation, something good come out of it. Okay, so don't look at it like, my goodness, I'm home now and I want to go back to work. Don't do that, okay? Look at it as a good way. You've been praying to God about, look at it as a prayer being answered for those who know him. Okay, if you've been really thinking about this, like, I really want to, not have to come into work every day. Some people will tell me that, listen, I don't care, I can work in my own living room. Well, guess what? You got what you've been asking for, okay? They didn't get this back in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s and all that, okay? They didn't get that. They had to go leave from home and go to work. Now we have a great opportunity, not to be lazy, but to have an opportunity not to go and see that coworker you don't get along with, see that coworker don't get along with you. Be around them students, school teachers, gotta keep it real, that you don't particularly like all the time. Be around a student that don't particularly like you all the time. Now you're in a place by yourself where you can say, okay, I ain't got to get up early in the morning. I ain't got to change my clothes. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to do that, to get out, to go on the road, to go to school, and go to work, or do anything like that. Now I'm home. Now you ain't got to get dressed up. You could just say, you know what? I'm just going to come in my robe, come in my dress. Some ain't come in nothing. Just sit down, get on the computer, and just work from home. So look at it on the bright side. Enjoy this little bit of time we got right now, okay? Don't look at it like, man, Dad, I can't go to work. I can't do this. Be happy about it. You've been talking about 10 years, and now it's happening. So stop talking about it, okay? Be happy you're in this position. Think about it now. You can open up that own business. Women, you can open up that own beauty salon. You can open up that own whatever hairdresser. You can open up that own whatever you own, your own restaurant. Now you got the time, okay? Some of y'all may want to go to work, regular job. You can still get a regular job, and at the same time, you collect unemployment. If you're probably consistent doing whatever you're doing, right? That's good in a sense. For right now, because that's saying that's giving me time to map and plan out what I need to do. Because while you was working 9 to 5, 4 to 12, 8 to whatever, 6 to 2, you couldn't do all that. Now you could just work from 9 to 5 in the privacy of your own home. And guess what? You ain't got to worry about getting on the trains and being around people all the time and being stuck in traffic and all that stuff. As soon as you finish your work from your laptop up, make my dinner for the kids, for the family, for the wife, for the husband, make my dinner, and then guess what? You can go watch your little Family Feud, your little, whatever talk show, come on. You can watch your little
Sure.
TV show and go to bed at 10. Okay, you ain't got to worry about it. So you good. So be happy. Utilize this time, okay? And it will utilize you. That's all I have to say. May God bless you. We love you. Take care. And we see you next time on the show.
Okay.
I was quiet, but that's what's good about being quiet.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot in you. You have to
There
get
you go.
out of you. You see,
Okay.
this is my labor season. I gotta get birth.
So all the stuff that Mr. Jones said, I do agree with to a point. Okay? Not a lot of people are fortunate enough when they're at home to do all the things that he said. Some people actually have to go out and work, but they can't work anymore because unfortunately,
I mean, for those.
yeah, yes, obviously, because
can't
those
work.
businesses are closed. But like I've always said, especially what Mr. Jones said, what goes around comes around. So basically what he said, I agree with. Because all the people, like you said, a decade ago, that were bitching and moaning
Exactly.
about this stuff, well, hey people, what's your excuse now? Now you can't say, oh, I got so many things to do. Yeah, you've had 9 months to basically do it.
Exactly.
That and of course, have a baby along the way,
See, nobody
but
can
whatever.
expect this to happen. And
No,
I'll tell you
no.
something else that's going to take place, school teachers. I'm going to let y'all know. Get ready for the new normal for students learning from home on the computer. Because what's going to take place, and this is what the future is really unveiling of what's going to happen, school teachers, like everybody else, bus drivers, is going to be replaced with robotics. And that's what they're preparing for. So get used to it, okay? I'm telling you, this is the new normal. Get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. And I'm going to say this. This is another thing I got to say. This is deep and powerful. I got to say this. And this, a lot of people may not agree with me on this, but I'm just going to keep it 100%. Now, we talk about the coronavirus and, some kids can't go to school no more. They got to work at home. School teachers, they got to work at home. I'm going to say it like this. In one sense, there's some good to come out of it. You know why? Because parents, your kids you can actually get up in the morning and see your children every day. Because when they go to school, how many school shootings we had when a lot of kids died, okay? How many students got killed by the hands of other students with a gun, okay? You don't have that no more right now because the school's not letting nobody in.
Yep.
So be happy and thank God he gave you back your child, okay? Be happy for that.
That was very profound.
Be happy for that. That the kids are not in the school as much no more, in the sense that they're home working at home, where you could keep an eye on them. Be happy for that. Because think about it. You can't go to work now because of the social distance, and you gotta stay home and work remotely. And your child can't go to school because of the social distance. They gotta stay home and work remotely. So be happy. You're in the living room doing work, and guess what? Your child is in the bedroom doing their work. So you ain't gotta worry about no other student coming up there shooting them with a gun. Okay? So all this is going on, all these from March to 2020 and whenever to now, look how many student lives were saved, okay? Look how many students were saved. A few years ago, around this time, around Christmas, there was a situation, I believe in Connecticut, where a couple of students didn't have that chance, okay? So look at this coronavirus coming to save our children from destruction of a hand of a gun, okay? And that's all I want to say, and that's real deep and that's real profound.
Yes. Okay, I think we've said all we needed to say. So once again, we wish everybody happy holidays. And like Mr. Jones said, for the people that we have lost, professionally, personally, like my best friend of 30-something years, he passed away a little while ago. It's just been a shitty year. That's simple, people. But yeah, I agree. Like I said, what Mr. Jones said, agreed. It's true. I mean, not a lot of parents want to deal with their kids at home, but you know what? This is a learning process that we have to go through. And again, next year, school-wise, nobody knows. Again, 2021, nobody could say, oh, I know it's going to happen. Nobody knew it was going to happen throughout all of this. Everybody thought when it happened, a month later it was going to be gone. Well, it didn't happen that way, unfortunately. I mean, there are some places, like I was watching Jimmy Kimmel the other night, and Natalie Portman was working on the new Thor movie. So here's the thing that drives me crazy. So she's in Australia. He has to land down under. Guess what, people? For 3 weeks, they're normal. Meaning, no mask, no nothing. So I've always wondered about this, but I don't because it's just the way it is. The UK, Australia, other places like that, they're okay, they're fine. Why in the US? We're the last people to do it. Do you know why? Because we know nothing. Okay? All these vaccines and all this other stuff, where do you think we got it from? Not us. Because we can't invent anything. We have to count on the UK, Germany of all places, and other stuff to get these vaccines. And again, all these vaccines that's supposed to take care of people and help people, I mean, I have an idea how they got it or where it came from, but I'm not a scientist to say it or a lab technician or anything like that, but I have good idea, but as far as taking it, no thank you. Not my cup of tea. But again, I'm not mandated to take it, and if I was, I wouldn't take it anyway. Because just like the flu shot, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what's in it. And again, is it 100% proof? Well, not there really is anyway. I mean, like they say, the flu shot every year. Oh, it's a 35% approved, 65% approved. Why the hell would you take that? If it's under 50%, you're taking the chance of catching the flu. And again, if you're feeling fine, and you've been feeling fine throughout all of this, like I have, why take any chances taking anything? It makes no sense. But again, if you're over 60, you have health problems, or whatever the case may be, okay, take it. But I wish you luck. That's all I gotta say to that. Because again, it's just like this year, it's the year of the unknown. Nobody can say anything they want to say about it. Say, oh this, oh that, oh because this person's doing this, because this person's doing that. You don't, unless I could find somebody that's 107 years old that could tell me about the last pandemic back in 1919. I'm not listening to science, and I'm not listening to anything else, because you know what? They're just taking a guess at something. They don't really know. Okay, that's just the way it is, and that's the way I view things. Okay, I see Mr. Jones wants to say something, and that's cool. Okay,
Well,
I put my 2 cents into this, and I am done with it. So once again, I'm finished, and let Mr. Jones wrap it up.
I just gotta say one thing, well, maybe a couple things, but I'm gonna try to make it short. I'm not trying to preach to y'all, or whichever way you want to put that. But if you made it through, and for those of you watching, you have made it through, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this. You'd be in the ground. But if you made it through this coronavirus in 2020, this pandemic, or anything, you ought to thank God. I don't care if you're an atheist or whatever, you ought to thank God that you made it through. Because your family, your friends, your loved ones, even celebrities that you're a fan of, didn't get this far. So if you made it through this year, you ought to thank God. Because this was a year that no one else no one ever thought would ever happen in the way it happened, okay? This is like a new 9/11 on a sneak tip, in a sense that something we can't see, but it's causing people to disappear completely, okay? At least with 9/11, we saw the planes what happened, but this one you can't see. It's like you just walking on something, you fall. Like, what happened? Coronavirus. What coronavirus? You know, so thank God that you made it through this year. You got something to thank, okay? That's all I want to say. God bless you. We love you all. We'll see you next time.
All right,
Bye-bye.
we're out. Have a nice day.
Okay.
All right. They're gonna ban us. They're gonna ban us from